Good morning, guys. And as I said, welcome to the live reaction of this week's chapter of Boku no Hero Academia 113 of its name after the exam. So, I never actually done a review on Boku no Hero Academia, but I have been following this manga ever since chapter 1. So, it is a manga that I enjoy very, very much. If you don't know Boku no Hero Academia, I highly recommend you read it. Now, almost everyone knows Boku no Hero Academia, even if they don't read Boku no Hero Academia. But if you know it and don't read it, or if you don't know it, I highly recommend you read it. There's an anime season, if I'm not mistaken, and I believe there's a second one coming. I didn't finish the first season. I went around to 6 episodes or so. I believe the season has like 24 or something. So, but I never finished the anime season. But I've been reading the manga and the story has really kicked in now. So I highly recommend you read it. But enough chit chat. Let us begin with the chapter, which, if you remember, chapter 112 ended in a very flashy way with Todoroki and the other fella, the wind fella, with a combo attack versus Orca. So, and this is where this chapter kicks in. A raging tempest of flames and wind. Oh my, quite flashy. It's really it's really Boku no Hero's face. This is like flashy display of power is really the standard mark of Boku no Hero Academia. And Orca is surprised and without even moving their bodies. Yeah, really. They were because they were paralyzed, but they still managed to control their quirks. Really interesting. Despite Okay, so yeah, Todoroki was completely immobilized. Oh, Yoharashi, it's the name of the wind guy, Yoharashi. I'm sorry, I don't know the names of the Boku no Hero characters that well, because some of their names are a little bit more complicated to memorize. So I'm trying slowly, bit by bit, but it's kind of complicated. So forgive me, sometimes I don't remember the name of a specific character. So right now we are seeing a combo between Todoroki and Hyoarashi of Flames and Wind, and Orca is surprised, I guess. We can't really tell from his eyes. So yeah, he's saying that even though it doesn't erase the foolishness that they did a few moments back of trying to fight against each other when they were supposed to be rescuing citizens and protect them against the villain, which is Orca. Well, he's not really a villain, but he's pretending to be a villain in this exam situation. He still says that their degree of cooperation was well achieved. So, Jesus, I love this panel. With adversity comes strength to realize one's own faults and trying to recover from them. That kind of struggling, I can't say I hate it. Very cool. It's a very cool panel. Both of them just laying in the ground with their faces looking all menacing and things like that. Okay, so now Orca's subordinates are running away. So yeah, our Orca like it's his main weakness is extreme dryness, which is what he has with the flames of with Todoroki's flames combined with the wind. The flames get stronger, the heat rises up, and the climate gets drier and drier by the second. So they say they're trying to stop Todoroki, but they forgot that Todoroki also has ice powers. So it doesn't really matter if they use water, he just goes on and freezes the water. Todoroki is a very cool guy, power wise. I really like his idea of left and right being one being ice, the other being fire. It's the typical yin yang situation, and he never really enjoyed his fire powers before, but after a while he kind of accepted them, and now using them simultaneously and in certain situations, he can really make the most out of his power and be if not the most one of the most powerful heroes of the A class. So I really enjoy it. I dare to say that he's one of my favorite characters. I have yet to pick a favorite character in Boku no Hero Academy. I know after 130 chapters, one would guess that I had gone through that phase already, but no. But I guess Todoroki. I guess Todoroki would be one of my favorite characters in this manga. But yes, as he says, he still doesn't have enough practice on that, on using both his left and right arms, because he's been using only his ice powers up until now. Okay, so now Orca's helpers are trying to flee, but then comes Midoriya to suppress the villains. Midoriya, my boy, I really love Midoriya's character. He's a very cool character. It's the typical shonen character that starts as nothing, has a dream of becoming something big, and goes on to become that something big. Like Naruto wanted to become Hokage, but was an absolute zero. Luffy, who wants to be the Pirate King and started as just a simple rookie, and on and on and on. Ojiro, I don't remember this guy, but he appears to have. Yeah, as I said, I don't claim to know all characters of the Boku no Hero universe yet, but I don't really remember this guy. But I'm gonna guess that he's a member of the A class. So apparently, the evacuation of the injured was completed. So the exam should. I mean, the name of the chapter is after the exam. So I guess the exam will end this chapter. And so, with the evacuation complete, more heroes will join the efforts against Orca. Of the HUC members standing by waiting to be rescued, all that's left is three of them. Okay, so there's still three people left to be rescued. And only after those can the exam be concluded. Okay. Just a little more and I can finally sleep. He just wants to sleep. Okay. Okay, so the rest of the A class arrives to help with the suppression of the villains and other students from the other schools. Okay. So what's that? Oh, it's the Toad Lady. Hasutsuyu. Yeah, that's it. That's Hasutsuyu. Damn, she learned camouflage. I guess that makes her more of a chameleon than anything else. I mean, she's a frog. Can frogs camouflage? I don't know that. I mean, I didn't knew that, but perhaps they can. But seriously, this is very good. If she can camouflage, this is really good. It's really a good asset on her repertoire. I've been working on my frogginess so that I could finally reach combat level. Yeah, it's true. She can now use stealth to her advantage, and while others distract the villains, she can go behind them and really do some damage. What happened to the search and rescue? Okay, the search and rescue efforts are already done. Most of them are already finished. Oh, this is the. Oh no, this is the guy from Shiketsu High. Okay, it's the hairy dude. Uh, they should have Inas's direction. I don't know who it is. Okay, so maybe someone from Shiketsu, I guess. Okay, but now they are all joining in into a combined effort, which is really the point of this exam, is to have them working in synchrony to actually do something, because a hero shouldn't be about just himself, should be about teamwork and all that. Even though we mostly see heroes working alone, I mean, we haven't really seen heroes working alone except for maybe All Might, because All Might is freaking strong. And maybe Endeavor. Maybe Endeavor works alone sometimes, most of the times. But we didn't actually saw any hero working alone except All Might. And even then, we don't see All Might working that alone, especially since the beginning of the series, because he was injured and couldn't maintain his form for a long time. Okay, so now we go back to Orca and Todoroki and Yoarashi. And I'm sorry if I'm completely butchering these names. I'm not even a native English speaker, let alone a Japanese native speaker. So I'm Portuguese. I think you guys can forgive me if I sometimes butcher these names. So sorry about that. A prison made for fire from fire and wind. A nice idea if I were the average villain. I might give up or cry or maybe beg for forgiveness. However, oh, so he's splashing himself with water. Jesus, you need a lot of water. You need a lot of water for that. The moment you attacked, I had already worked out my next move. Ooh, secret move. Oh, God. Jesus, this guy really looks like a villain. His his number one spot for looks the most like a villain is well earned. He is right. He's the number one hero that looks like a villain. Jesus, he completely blew off the fire tornado. Jesus. Okay, so here comes Midoriya and comes in to kick his ass. You to the bitter end, you always because it's a trend, right? Midori always comes, no matter what. Midori is always the one that comes in the end to. Okay, so okay, yeah, the exam ended. The announcer just said all the members of HUC have been rescued from the crisis area. Oh, and we have these guys from UA. I don't remember their names. One is the electrical dude, and the other one I don't know who he is. And we have Bakugo. He's like thinking, I wanted to fight the villains. Um, this may be considerable selfish of me, but with that I must bring these provisional license examinations to a close. Okay, so this part of the exam actually over. I don't know if there's I don't know if this is the final exam, if after this they'll get their licenses. After we tally the scores, I will present the results of the examination to you all here. Those who have suffered injuries, please direct yourself to the medical office. Okay, rest of you, okay, changing your normal clothes and await further instructions. Thank you. Boss, we're sorry we failed to do your jobs. It's really hard to. Oh! Restrictive protector on. So, wait. Was he not fighting to his fullest potential? Because it says it really is hard to move around with this restrictive protector on. No, even if I didn't have this protector. That fire. Ooh, oh no, wait. So he was actually protecting himself from. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, don't tell me. Don't tell me that this was All Might in disguise. Because he's actually complementing the actions of students from UA. He's talking about the fire prison, the damage. No, okay, wait. No. The damage sustained from the dryers. No, no, okay. And with Midori's surprise attack, if this exam had dragged on a little longer, and then he laughs. I mean, could it be? Have we heard about this hero before, Orca? No, I guess we had, because Midoriya knew about him, so yeah. But him using a restrictive protector, that makes me think, was he not fighting at his fullest potential? I mean, granted, he's a full-grown hero versus novices, so a certain degree of restriction is necessary. Maybe that protection was only hindering his movements and not his powers, maybe just his movements to make things a little bit easier. Not a lot, but enough to actually give them a chance. Because after all, they are fighting against a pro hero. Even if he's the eighth most strongest hero. I don't remember the ranking. I wonder how I did. Okay, now the students are just trying to talk about the exam, how it goes. Times like these are the absolute worst, so long as you gave it all. Yeah, okay. And Todoroki is already spacing out as he always does. Okay, so now we are going to the evaluation scene. Hello, everybody, and thank you for waiting. You have all done. You have all worked hard. Jesus, speak. I will now begin by presenting the results of the examination. But before that, I have just a few words in terms of how we went about evaluating between us, the members of the Hero Public Safety Commission, and our colleagues from AGUC. We had two systems of point detection that were combined to evaluate our performance. In short, okay, so they were examining the quality and nature of your conduct in situations of crisis. So whether they prioritized saving people or fighting villains, or how they saved people, how they handled hurt people, and because even in the real world, catastrophe handling is something that requires a lot and a lot of planning and pre-planning, in planning, lots and lots of planning. I don't know if you ever have been on one of these situations. I never had. Not saying I have, but in school I had a discipline that actually focused on that for quite a long time. Because in my profession, I guess I may be called. I have the granted capacity, let's say, to be called into such a certain situation. I hope I never have to, but it can happen. And catastrophe situations, if we when we see them on the news, we get all I get shocked at least, and it's really something that most people can't handle. But I salute the people who are there helping because they really have a big ass stomach. But never mind, I got sidetracked, and so yeah, welcome to the channel where I get sidetracked a lot. And this is a live reaction video. Wait, you should see my earlier review videos. With all the names of those who passed the examination will be displayed. Ooh, okay, so they go by names. With all that in mind, please go ahead and review the results yourselves. Okay, yeah, because I can totally read that. Okay. Well, there's more people than I thought. My name is there, yay. Don't tell me he didn't. He's trying to follow his name. There he is, Midoriya Izuki. Is it Midoriya Izuku or Izuki? Oh, they did not pass. Yoarashi and Todoroki have not passed. I guess. Yeah. I don't know Todoroki's first or last name, but if they didn't show it, it's probably not there. Midoriya had to pass. He did a good job. It would be bad if he didn't pass, but yeah, Yoharashi and Todoroki make sense that they don't pass because they had all that internal conflict. So it makes sense that they don't pass. It's sad, it is, but it makes sense. I wonder if Bakugo made it. Because that's the thing, we don't have access to the full list. I guess that will be for the next chapter when we will realize exactly who passed the exam. But I don't think that Bakugo passed as well. He may have, because of when the exam ended, he was with the two other guys that had saved someone. So for helping in some rescue, he may have passed the exam. I don't know. Hida from the A class may have passed as well. But yes, the focus on this chapter is really that these two, Yoarashi and Todoroki, have not passed the exam because of their internal struggle, which I think it's a pretty good thing to have happen because they need to get their noggins together. they need to realize that being a hero is not a child's play. It's much more than that. So, sorry guys, GG for you, and we'll see you next week. Next year, I guess. These exams only happen. So now, what happens now to the A class in general? Because there are those who have passed, and there are those who don't. So, will the class continue together to have their lections on UA and passing on to second year and I don't know if third year, fourth year, I don't know. Will it be like that? Will the people that did not get a provisional license still be on the first year? Will they be on the first year next year? Or I don't know how this is going to work. I don't even know if the exam is finished yet. I don't know if the people who didn't get a provisional license now have another chance to go. I don't think they do. I don't think they should do, because I think they should have enough time to rethink their actions and to actually come back better, stronger, or if not stronger, if they don't need to be stronger, better at evaluating the situations and actually do something better next time. So, with all that being said, this was this week's chapter of My Hero Academia, or Boku no Hero Academia, as you want to say it. I really hope you guys are enjoying these live reactions of mine. I am enjoying making them because it is less work for me because I don't have to read the chapter a lot of times and write the review down. I can just sit here, read the chapter for the first time, and my reactions are recorded and you guys see them. I comment on them as I go along. I rarely miss something, but whenever I do, I said this yesterday on the One Piece video, if ever I miss something, I'll go back and I maybe make a video on that. If there's a topic that needs further attention, further discussion, I will totally do a video on that subject alone. But as I said today, I am dropping the review videos altogether. If you guys go to my channel and if you have seen them, you'll get to see that my review videos kind of came a little bit as these ones. The only thing is that my reactions are not totally, they are genuine, but they are not first-hand reactions. They are reactions of after reading the chapter 2, maybe 3 times and nitpicking every little detail on the chapter. And I really don't think that's how a review should work. And I came to realize that I'm not that good at making reviews. So the goal for the channel now is live reactions as a top priority and theory videos here and then, and also discussion videos when the need arises. I will from now on start thinking about some theories that I want to make, some topics I want to discuss about the various mangas I cover in our channel, and this will begin to pop up whenever I actually come about to make it. So yes, I hope you guys have enjoyed it. This is it for me for today, I guess. We'll see. So we'll be back next Monday where you'll have not one, not two, but 3 live reaction videos for the chapters of Fairy Tail, Nanatsu no Taizai, and as I told you yesterday, The Promised Neverland. Let me know if you guys actually know The Promised Neverland manga. If you want me to make a small resume of what the manga entails, or if you don't, even if you don't read it, I highly recommend you go and read it. It's a very messed up story right from the first chapter. So, enough blabbering for this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it and keep supporting the channel as you do. We've gained a subscriber. Yay, we had 10 and now we have 11. Thank you who subscribed yesterday. I saw you. And I saw you gave the second like because the first like was mine. Yes, I liked my own video. I am crazy like that. But I know that there's someone out there who gave a like and subscribed. I don't know if it's the same, but I know you did it. I'm watching you, huh? I'm watching you. But welcome back, and I'll see you guys next week.